the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com live here with Keith Conley. How are you, Keith?
I'm good.
Man, I wish you were more popular with the boxing community because honestly, you know, this man to my right, Eddie Hearn, gets a lot of credit, but you're the manager of Daniel Jacobs and you've brought him here. A lot of us have seen that from the beginning, from New York Golden Gloves to World Championship title shots to actually capturing those title shots. What do you account all this today, May 4th? How'd you get here?
I mean, I'm happy for Danny. It's the fight he wanted. It's the fight DAZN wanted, and we've been talking about this for years, fighting Canelo Alvarez, and Danny's been telling me for years that stylistically he thinks this is a great fight for him. So I commend Canelo Alvarez for taking the fight. I didn't think he would take it. I don't really know if they wanted to take it. I don't know if the forces sort of pushed them in the right direction, but Canelo Alvarez is a warrior. I don't think he was looking to duck anybody, and I'm happy his promoters came to the table and actually made the fight. And without Eddie, I couldn't have done it. John Skipper had a big hand in it as well. When John Skipper wants something done, he steps up to the plate and really comes through financially. So it's going to be a great fight May 4th, and we're only 2 months away. And I told Dan, if he wins this, you're a global star.
What differences do you see in Daniel Jacobs between he and Rocky Fielding?
I mean, listen, Rocky Fielding won a world championship. I wouldn't call him an elite fighter. Daniel Jacobs is an elite fighter. He's either 1, 2, or 3. Anybody's list you look at it as far as best middleweights in the world. I happen to think he's number 1. I might be a little bit partial. I think he beat Triple G. Either way you slice it, was a close fight. So, but I think physically he really outguns Canelo in this. Canelo's got really good hand speed. We can't discount that, but I just think Danny's taller, longer. I actually think he is, footwork-wise, better ring generalship, and I think that's going to tell the tale May 4th.
Now, as his manager, are you at all worried that the decision may not go his way? In Las Vegas, Canelo was able to get a draw card, 114-114 with Mayweather, and obviously we've seen him get a legit draw with, well, legit on paper with Gennady Golovkin. Any fear that the decision doesn't go your way?
Of course, you have to worry about that. You know, the biggest fear is Danny winning 9 rounds to 3 and losing a decision, but that's something that's out of our hands. We can't worry about that. We got to prepare, get ready for May 4th, and make sure the general public thinks we beat Canelo. As far as the judging goes, I hope we have honest people, but yeah, there could be a situation where there's a really bad decision because we've seen it before. So I think besides the spotlight being on the fighters, I think there should be a lot of spotlight on who's picked to judge the fight, how they've judged fights in the past. I think all the commissions have to really start looking at that. If somebody gets a really bad decision, they should never judge again, or they should be suspended for 2 years. So I think it'll be interesting to see who they pick as the judges, and I hope the Athletic Commission, I expect the Athletic Commission, because Bob Bennett is a real guy, I expect he's going to make sure that they bring their A game, and hopefully everything's on the up and up.
With all the hardware, all these titles on the line, is there a rematch clause for Daniel Jacobs, or is it one way?
I mean, there's a rematch clause. I don't want to go into the details. I don't think after May 4th they're going to want a rematch. Not right away, at least.
Okay.
I think we're going to beat him decisively.
Now, with this being the biggest fight in the division, what's on the horizon for Daniel Jacobs? Because this is the super fight.
Right.
Would the smartest move be to rematch it for obvious economical reasons, or do we look at a Gennady, or do we look at a Demetrius Andre for full undisputed of the division?
I don't want to really look beyond May 4th because there's so many different things that can happen and different ways the fight can play out. I really have to see how the fight goes to really make a really good decision on that, but we definitely want to fight Gennady Golovkin again. Definitely. I'd like to fight Canelo Alvarez a couple times. Demetrius Andrade, stylistically, he's a hard guy to fight. They're friends, but at some point in time, if the fight makes sense financially, that's something we'll make. But I think the real targets over the next 12 to 18 months are a couple fights with Alvarez and hopefully a couple of fights with Golovkin.
So the tough one is with the Anthony Joshua and the Big Baby Miller negotiations, it was made public that DAZN stepped in and gave Miller what he needed to be happy to make this fight, because they need U.S. subscribers to sign up, so they need U.S. fights. You said John Skipper wants something, he makes it happen. Was that a similar situation where he had to make Daniel Jacobs happy because the initial offer from Golden Boy to you for Jacobs wasn't what you would like?
I don't want to really get into the specifics. I don't think it's appropriate to do that.
Was I at least warned?
But really, it's my job to make Daniel Jacobs happy. We got to a point where we were happy. Eddie had a big part in it. John Skipper had a huge part in it. And, I wasn't speaking directly to Golden Boy. I was speaking directly to John Skipper and Eddie. They made it happen. We got to a point where we were happy, and now we're where we're at. But definitely couldn't have done it without Eddie Hearn or John Skipper. If that answers your question.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Keith. Wish you the best of luck May 4th. Actually, you got Sergey Derevchenko coming up on a PBC card.
He's fighting April 13th against Jack Kolke. If he wins that, he's in line to fight the winner of Danny and Canelo Alvarez. And we'll see what happens May 4th.
Any other signings you may have?
I have a couple coming out, but we got a lot going on. We have
Any big guys?
Adam Konaski coming back in a couple of months, Marcus Brown. So there's a lot going on, but right now, today is about Daniel Jacobs on May 4th.
No, but I mean any new guys.
There'll be some things coming out.
Any heavyweights, maybe?
I don't want to comment on that right now, but we'll have it come out in the next couple of months.
I'm just trying to see. I hear there's a new. I see there's a new heavyweight. I hear there's a new heavyweight U.S. signing. So I don't know. I'm trying to see who's the manager. You have any hands on that? Any new U.S. Heavyweights?
Is there
17 and 0?
Jermaine Franklin?
Oh, is he signing with DAZN?
No, Salita, isn't he?
He is with Salita, but is he going to be TV with DAZN? No interest?
No, his fight's on Showtime actually, on the Clarissa Shields undercard.
Okay.
Maybe it's someone else.
No, probably. I mean,
It's
it hasn't
Franklin.
been announced.
Was Franklin
I know
the
it's
guy?
Franklin.
Oh, right, okay.
But it hasn't been announced yet
he's
whether
fighting,
he's fighting.
he's fighting Rydell Booker.
Okay. So you know just everything.
I know everything.
Eddie, man, no one works the mic like you.
Really?
I was back there just watching. I mean, it really looked like, honestly, Oscar was reading off a paper.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
you know
don't.
you're fighting.
Like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.